Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the one and only. And again, somebody I consider to be the best investor in Fresno, California. And I frankly would throw him up against anybody in the state of California and the great state or the country of the United States. Mr. Jason Pritchard. How you doing, sir?
I am doing great. Zuber, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing very, very well. We're going to get you on the Mount Rushmore of investors.
We're working on it, man. I've got a long way to go. Only 8 years in, man, and we'll see what happens over this next 8 to 10 years. I'm excited for it.
Well, that's the beauty. There's a couple of things that are kind of beauty of this. Real estate investing is not an athletic sport where you kind of cap out at 28 or 32 or whatever. You can do this for 50 years.
It's very interesting that you said that, because I was thinking this thought the other day, right? And so I think sometimes people, at least with me, I think about like, okay, what's my lifelong journey going to be like? And I grew up playing sports, right? And sports, you have a very finite, kind of shelf life, right? And this is something that I was just thinking about to myself, just random thoughts, that I could see myself doing the sport of real estate, the sport of business for the rest of my life. It's not based off of like my athletic ability or physical ability or anything like that. And I feel like you actually get sharper and better at it as you get older and more experienced. So I think I'm really excited for, just for my journey. And I hope that the people on your channel can make that leap. I know we're going to talk about it in an existing video or coming up video, how to get started, man. But this is something that you can really do for for a long time, man. So it should be fun.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things along that lines that I want people to hear in this statement. So first off, Jason and I are talking about doing this for decades. We'll just throw out 50 years, right?
Yeah.
50 years more. That also should tell you there's no need to rush. I think there's a lot of people that get into real estate investing that think they're behind, right? Oh, I haven't started. And they just
rush. Is me every day, guys. I have this problem. Every day I'm like, oh God, I was like 33 going on 34. I got a late start. And I think mentally that can help for the people like me that operate very well under pressure. It's good because it's like, okay, we have to go. But if you're constantly in this space of I'm behind, and you don't learn how to balance it with some patience, you can put yourself in a bad position if you're not careful.
Well, let's have this discussion, because I think that is right. I think it is fuel for some, probably quota carrying guys like us who are on a clock every 90 days.
Correct. Yes.
But let's be honest. If you were going to put 100 people in the room, I'm going to guess, and actually, you know what? You're the guest. We'll let you go first. So 100 people. How many people does this help that it's fuel versus how many people does it break? Because I think it is
maybe 5. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Because it is not a lot of people operate very well under those type of circumstances. And so, you have to be careful with balancing that. And I agree. Our background coming into this helped because we're the kind of people that can rise to the occasion. And I'm not saying you have to be wired like us in order to perform, right? But when all the pressure is on, a lot of times it can be difficult. And at the beginning, when you don't know what you're doing, it can cause you to make some poor decisions and rush into deals or force deals. That's what I see a lot of new investors doing, is forcing deals that are not skinny.
Yeah. And again, as somebody who prides themselves on teaching people to find great deals as landlords, right? Just mom and pop landlords. I still get the person that's like, hey, Michael, I've done your thing for like 32 days and I just got to get a deal. Why do you just got to get a deal?
Yeah.
Right. If it's not a great deal, don't get a deal. Right. I've written probably this year, I don't know, 100 offers. I don't have a deal yet. It's because I only do great deals. I'm not doing good deals this year. I'm only doing great deals. You don't have to do a deal. Don't burn your capital, just to do it, just to walk in a room and say, I got a deal done this year. No skinny deals, no alligators. Yeah, you're not in a rush. You're not in a rush.
And it's very important, guys, that you set yourself up to be in a position like financially in your personal lives to be able to have patience, right? And I think, again, if you're not that 5 out of 100 and you're the 95, right? It doesn't make sense to do what Jason did and like burn all the boats and quit his job and do all I share that just because I want people to understand like what my reality was, because I would be lying if I told you something different. But I don't believe that that's the right thing for everybody. I believe that if you're not wired like that, then you have to spend a lot of time coming up with a plan. And that's why I love your model so much. It's very analytical. You have to have a plan to how can you give yourself a 6, 9, 12-month runway to get that first deal, because that first deal is the most important domino that has to fall. Once that domino falls, then you have the momentum for deal 2, deal 3, and those will typically come a lot faster than the first one. But you got to give yourself like a 12-month runway. I have a very similar experience with newer investors that reach out to me and just say, man, dude, I've been doing it for, 30 days or 60 days. And I'm struggling putting my first deal in contract. And I'm like, listen, man, like you have to set yourself up. If you want to give yourself an honest shot, I would say minimum of 12 months. So figure out what a 12-month plan looks like. Figure out how you can do these things for 12 months and then look up and check the score of the game. People are trying to check the score of the game and they haven't even done their first practice yet. It's not even game day yet. Yeah. It's Monday afternoon practice. We haven't reached Sunday's game yet. And you're checking like, oh, did I score a touchdown? Did I do this? The game hasn't even started yet, guys. Like you're not even ready for the game. So
you're not even in your pads yet.
Exactly.
Then the other thing I love about our journey together, because we'll be doing this together for decades, is both of us have just a natural inclination to learn.
Yeah.
Right. We're good at what we do. We know what we do, but we're also hungry. So we're hosting an event on the 19th that I consider started because you and I had a 15-second conversation.
Yeah. Maybe shorter than that, dude. It might have been 5 seconds.
So, right. We're together. You're hosting an amazing event about ADUs in Fresno. Yep. I surprise you. I swing by, right? I was there for the day for my portfolio. I hang out for an extra hour because usually I would leave and get home because I got a big drive. But I hang out to support you, say some hi to some people I haven't seen in a while. And I catch you in the back of the room and I say, because I'm thinking, hey, let's use this room that we have and let's try to do something together. That then morphs into let's blow it out. Let's do something we haven't done before. Let's get a headliner of all headliners. Mm-hmm. And I think this event that we're both a part of that will be 600, 700, 800 people deep is going to be the most important event that I've been into in years because it is going to set people up for the next 2 years. The last 2 years was speed and cash, non-QM, DSCR, whatever. The next 2 years for most people, creative financing. And we are going to talk at this event on the 19th, which there are only a handful of tickets left. REI collaboration. Stop the video now. Go get your tickets. They're $27 freaking dollars. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Go get the tickets right now. If you hear this and you go there and it's sold out, sorry, can't do anything, but go get them right now. So tell me about what you think about this event, because I like how we've structured it. I think it's going to be game-changing for everyone, including you and I. And we've been doing this a while.
Absolutely. I think the timing of the event couldn't be any better. I feel like there's such a shift that's happening in the market right now. And what people need to understand is when these type of shifts happen, there is always going to be this inherent pullback because there's going to be some fear and some hesitation. And guys, this is where the opportunities are going to come from. Right now, when people are sitting on the sidelines and people are, I don't want to say playing it safe, because I think we need to have, we need to be cautiously optimistic, right? We need to be better about how we're underwriting and evaluating deals. But trust me, you don't just, if you're brand new, just jump in. You have to understand how the business works and how to prepare yourself. And I think this event is really going to give you the tools and the foundation and the fundamental things that you need to prep for what it's going to be like doing deals from 2023 moving forward, right? And so just a ton of really useful information. You're going to be hearing from people like me, Dean Rogers, Pace and Jamil are headlining. We're going to talk specifically about what we're doing right now, guys that are doing 60, 70, 80, 100 deals a year, right? In this existing market, how we're adapting our business to become successful. So you're going to hear firsthand from us the things that we're doing. You're going to be able to meet through our sponsorships and the different guests that we're bringing in, the people that we're actually using in our businesses every day. So you can tap into those people as well. And then obviously you're going to have superstars with Pace and Jamil talking about things like creative finance and how they're changing their big wholesale business and flipping and all these other things. So I think it's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be a great event.
Yeah. When I look at doing events, I always start with the audience. I start with the audience, right? Who are the 600, 700, 800 people there? I then start macro economy, because it doesn't matter if you're Jason Pritchard doing 100 deals a year or a newbie in the audience doing zero. We all are impacted by the macro. And then I try to say, how can we impart wisdom from experienced folks that become digestible for the audience? Mm-hmm. So this is how I see us breaking down the day. And again, this is still all in flux. Right. We're going to open up the session by talking about what's going on in the world, the fact that the next 2 years are not like the last two. Just, it's the cost of money is up, cost of capital, banks, and just all the facts, right? We're going to talk about the facts. They're going to be scary if you're not prepared. But the rest of the day is going to be okay. In this world of facts, what are people doing? And that leads into the session, which you and your peers will be headline, which is, you guys were all crushing it the last 2 years. You guys did X amount of dollars, X amount of millions, blah, 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 blah. What are you doing now? Because you are impacted by this macro world.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to break it down, right? You've shared on this channel, on your playlist, you got focused. You stopped doing 7-figure flips. You went below the median. You got tighter. You got closer. You're going to disposition quicker. You're doing all of these amazing things, and you're still moving forward. Jason Pritchard's not stopping.
No.
Right? Dean Rogers is not stopping. Stratton Brown is not stopping. You're doing it different. And we could talk about why. Like, why wouldn't you do $1 million flip right now? Well, the luxury market's dead. That might be a reason, right? So I think that's going to be a powerful session. What do you think?
I think it's going to be all of the above. I would agree with you. I think one of the things that we talked about in our kind of planning and preparation calls is giving people the motivation and the inspiration. It's a 3-pronged approach, guys. So getting you guys motivated and inspired for this, right? Because if you're operating from a place of fear and scarcity and doubt, like, you're not going to do a deal, guys. I'm just telling you that. You and I talk about mindset a lot, and mindset is such a huge thing for me. If you don't come out of that event feeling excited for the opportunities that are coming around the corner, then we did a disservice for you, right? So I think motivation and inspiration, number one. Then it's giving you the actual tactical tools, right? So motivation is only good if you have the actual tools to go out and execute. You know what I mean? So that's why we're going to be pulling the curtain back on our businesses, giving you access to all the people that we use to fund our deals, to help with all the back-end operational things that make these things work, our CRM, our software programs, our phone systems, all the different things that you are going to need in order to actually do the business day to day, and then access to people that are actually doing it, right? We're there to help you guys. We're putting this event on because we literally want to give back and help you guys. So we want to not only be resources to you, but we want to put 600 plus other people in the room so you can start building out your network, right? And so if you can just check those 3 boxes walking away from the event, you're going to be set up to be very successful in this business moving forward.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to close out with the session I am most excited about, because it is, again, a weakness of mine, is that mindset. And, mindset is often, sometimes people hear it and they think squishy soft. It is everything in a changing environment. We have gone from an environment where people are printing money in real estate. It was easy. It was the best time to do lipstick. It was easy. The next 2 years won't be as easy.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be some people that just operate differently, operate on a different wavelength, and they're going to dominate. I can tell you, most of my wealth was built in a recession or a bear market. And this bear market will be different than others, but I plan, there's a good chance, Jason, I upgrade my portfolio to higher quality rentals in this crisis.
Think we all will. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think all of us are going to be making a big leap, and I want everybody that joins the event to be on that same trajectory and make a leap, whatever that is relative to where they're at right now. I think the opportunity is there, guys. I think about it, guys. Everybody's been complaining about the competition, about prices, about this, about that. Now it's here now, guys. You know what I mean? It's here. So don't complain anymore. Now's the time for preparation. So come to the event. We'd love to host you. If you see myself or Zuber, I'd love to meet you guys in person for anybody that's there. So please, if you have any questions, let us know. Yeah. So again, this video, reicollaboration.com. Stop the video. Go there right now. Leave us a comment below if you're coming. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know who to expect. Take pictures, sign autographs, whatever you like. Jason, again, is the best of the best. Here's a little tidbit for you. If you have my second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, he's in it. Yep. He's one of the chapters. Yeah. Get him to sign that. Jason, closing thoughts. Where can people find you? Instagram and Facebook are the 2 easiest places. I'm pretty active on social media, guys. If you have any questions or you need some help, I get a lot of one rental at a time viewers that reach out to me with different things that we talk about. So I'd love to be a resource. Feel free to shoot me a DM and I will get back to you. Yeah, if you're not following him on social media, you're missing out. Again, the man is who he is. He's just out there. He's living by example, and he's still giving back. It's just amazing. Jason Pritchard on Instagram. Thanks, bud. Thanks, guys.